Last night, Nikola Jokic and Jusuf Nurkic put on a classic big man display, but these two have been going at it for years. Nearly 7 years ago, the Nuggets chose Nikola Jokic over Jusuf Nurkic as their starting center, and they most certainly chose right. The Denver Nuggets acquired the two Eastern European centers from the 2014 NBA draft. Jusuf Nurkic, the 16th overall pick, was acquired through trade, and famously they drafted Nikola Jokic with the 41st overall pick. The Bosnian and Serbian big men are less than 6 months apart in age. Their hometowns are less than 4 hours by car from each other, and the two have a history together, both starting their NBA careers in Denver. While both players have played the center position for the majority of their NBA careers, there was a time they started together in the same lineup, moving Jokic to the power forward spot, but that lineup didn't last very long. Between injury and testing out rotations, Jokic eventually secured his role as the starting center for the Denver Nuggets. And in 2017, Jusuf Nurkic was traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, years later, the Jokic and Nurkic rivalry continues. Nurkic was traded to the Suns in September and is having a respectable season. And for Jokic, the two-time MVP has been on an absolute tear. Both teams are trending upward, and a potential playoff matchup between these two teams is a real possibility. The Suns and the Nuggets played the evening game on December 1st. And the two former teammates matched up for the first time since last season, back on January 17th. Nurkic was the starting center for the Blazers at the time, and really had an awful game against his old team. He put up just 6 points on 22% shooting, with 5 fouls and 4 turnovers in just 29 minutes, and he finished the game with a negative 21 box plus minus. Jokic, on the other hand, finished that game with 12 rebounds, 10 assists, and 36 points on 92% shooting. Yes, 92% shooting. He shot 13 for 14 from the field. Jokic's box plus minus that night was a plus 19, 40 points higher than Nurkic. Going into their matchup on December 1st, both the Suns and Nuggets have been dealing with injuries. For Phoenix, Devin Booker has only played 10 of their 19 games, and Bradley Beal has missed all but 3 games. For the Denver Nuggets, they've missed Jamal Murray for most of November, and as of late, Aaron Gordon has been out with a heel injury. But even without 2 of his best teammates on the floor, the assists have been coming easy to Jokic. He matched his career high in assists a couple weeks ago against the Pelicans, and he's averaged 12 in the last 5 games. In the first half against the Suns, Jokic was playmaking with ease. At halftime, the Joker had an unusual stat line of just 6 points and 2 rebounds, but he had already tallied 10 assists. However, the dynamic shifted in the third quarter, when Jokic engaged in a physical post battle with his former teammate Jusuf Nurkic. All game long, Nurkic seemed to be going at Jokic's somewhat passive defense, but on this play, Jokic got the best of him. Nurkic gets the ball in the high post and immediately puts the ball on the floor to back down his defender, but Jokic stands his ground and gets away with the foul as he baits Nurkic with a push to the back. In response to the push, Nurkic puts his shoulder down, and Jokic sells the offensive foul perfectly. And the thing is, this isn't even the first time Nikola Jokic pulled this defensive move on his old teammate. Back in Portland, Jokic sells the same foul as Nurkic attempts a similar backdown.
Rick wants to back in on Jokic. Knocks him to his side.
But that defensive maneuver didn't slow Jusuf Nurkic from remaining aggressive against Jokic. The Suns kept feeding him the ball, and he kept putting it in the hoop. Nurkic racked up a season-high 31 points on 13 of 22 shooting for the night. But with the game close in the fourth, the Joker had the last laugh. With less than a minute on the clock and the Nuggets only up by 3, the Suns again find Nurkic in the post with great positioning. At the time, Nurkic has 5 fouls. He takes one back down dribble with his left hand and goes for the pivot to his right hand for an open shot. But Jokic predicts the move and slightly shifts to his left, anticipating an elbow and offensive foul on Nurkic.
Nearly traveled. Gordon inside to Nurkic. Nurkic backs in. Offensive foul. And that's it, he's fouled out.
That elbow was later upgraded to a flagrant after review, resulting in Nurkic fouling out with 45 seconds left, sending Nikola Jokic to the line and giving the Nuggets the ball. The Joker capitalized on the opportunity, making one of the 2 foul shots, and going on to exploit the mismatch and seal the game. with a driving layup with 24 seconds remaining, while Nurkic was forced to watch from the sideline.
6 on the 24. Jokic spins, drives down a lane, running layup. It's good. Banks it in.
Jokic concluded the game with an impressive stat line of 21 points, 16 assists, and a pair of blocks. In their first matchup of the season, the old teammates did not disappoint. Nurkic had a great game, maybe the best of the year, but Nikola Jokic's IQ continues to place him on a different level from his competition. Thanks for watching Basketball Pantheon.